Okay, let's go ahead and get seated and get started. First, just a couple of things before we get going. If everybody would make sure their cell phones are on vibrate or off, and that the audience is here to observe and listen. If there is someone that wants somebody to speak, then that will be agreed to upon with everybody to have that person speak. Okay? All right. So first thing I want to do is go around again and do our check in with everybody. Tell us who you are. So some of the people out in the audience might not know people. So let's start, Wes, with you.
Wesley died. Okay, Wesley Depew, I'm doing great. Look forward to getting this taken care of.
Diane Blood, doing well. And I'm Minidoka Junior High and Minidoka Preschool.
Abby Rowe, elementary teacher, and I hope that things go really well tonight.
Parker, interim superintendent. I'm looking forward to getting out and turn my water on. So make it quick.
Doug Pease, Union Building Representative East Minico. Looking forward to tonight's decisions and working well together.
Sherry Bingham, Special Services Director, and nice to sit by Brandy. She shares. Anyway, glad to be here this evening.
Brandy Milliron from West Minico, and I'm hoping everything goes fantastic and we get the decision reached quickly. Yes.
I'm Lori Cotman, Minico High School, and I ditto just what Brandy said right there.
Nicole Toner, Hayburn Elementary, and I hope we can just get this done and over with quickly tonight.
Angela Davidson, Rupert Elementary principal, and I am mimicking Brandy and Lori.
Maureen Opelt, Minico High School. I just want to go home to my dog.
So I'm Teresa Lauder, TL, and I'm here to be the facilitator. And I hope that we can be positive and think about everything and come to a really good end. So the first thing we need to do, I'm going to go through the agenda. So the first thing on that, if I could find it, is approval of the minutes. So has everyone read the minutes? And is there any comments, changes, any things we need to talk about? Yes.
Thank you. On the where it says returned at 2:55, I asked if it says on here. I asked if there was chiropractor coverage, and the answer was yes. The question asked was if we can borrow from the pool of funding on the state insurance. It's on page 4. And put it into, for example, I used up all of my physical therapy, but I was able to borrow from my chiropractic because I don't use that to finish out my physical therapy. So that was the question that was actually asked.
You working on that, Carrie?
Yep.
Okay. Is there any more comment on that? I thought what we'd do is go ahead and go through it and then go back and vote on it when we're finished, if that's all right with everybody. And since I'm in charge, just let me know if you have anything else. Give you a few minutes. Has everybody had a chance to read through it? Brandy, you still reading? You're good? Okay. Just looking at people that were still reading to see if we needed more time. Oh, no, you're fine. All right, so let's have a motion to accept the minutes with that one correction that Carrie made on page 4. Thank you.
I second.
And all those in favor, thumbs up. I need to see him, everybody. Abby.
No, Abby can't vote.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is salaries. So I think when we left yesterday, we had, or what day was that? Friday? Friday, yeah. I think we left with something on the table, and Wes, you guys were going to check out with your people. So I guess I'll turn the time over to you to see how that went.
So we got lots of feedback. We did everything we could to find out information, and knowing you can't have it all, and to do what's best for the majority, I guess. And so Nicole had something she was going to mention, kind of to where we can maybe find a happy medium.
Minidoka County Education Association would like to note that Idaho has a promise that all of Idaho's children deserve an excellent education. The morale in our district has been improving, and we would like to keep morale going in an upward trend. We have 263 teachers, and out of those 263, 1/4 of those teachers are the ones that have been here through 15 plus years. They have been through wages being frozen, a global pandemic, behaviors in the classroom consisting of throwing items at others, including the teacher, and managing large classroom sizes. One of the interests that were brought forth on Friday morning was teacher retention. How can we make Minidoka County School District inviting for teachers to come and want to stay? Minidoka County Education Association went back to their buildings, and we visited with those staff that were interested. We would like to accept the proposal you made on Friday afternoon, but would also like to see if we can add that we keep the loyalty bonus in place. Everyone will eventually get to the loyalty bonus, and it will be more equitable across the board if we were able to keep the loyalty bonus in place. By keeping it in place, we would be able to retain teachers, and it would be for the enrichment of Minidoka County students.
Thank you. So Abby, we probably need to put up, what was that option, Wes, that we had up there last time? Is it up there?
Yeah, so it's the E, but then we would be keeping the.
And then so you put that up, Abby, as an option E.
Yeah, and then it would
Yeah,
just be.
and then just take off the royalty.
Yeah, keep the loyalty.
Loyalty, I
The
said
only thing
royalty.
they would do away with the class wallet and
Yeah.
no, you start a new letter.
New letter A, yes. Hmm. That's where we are, is doing options right now. That's where we left off.
With loyalty bonus, no class plus loyalty bonus.
Yeah. So leadership stipends, was that off too? Class wallet and leadership stipends?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and bring everybody to the table and get back to it. Okay, I believe admin called that caucus. What would you like to say?
TL, I think our group is ready to vote on the option.
Is something everybody's ready for us to vote on that option up there, which is, will you just read it, Abby, as?
Okay, option A, 6,100 plus loyalty bonus.
All those in favor of that, please vote. Well, thank you. I think we've reached an agreement on salaries. Thank you. I think the next thing on the agenda was just the approval of the 23-24 MCA agreement. How do we normally do that? I can't remember. We don't go through it all. We just add the things that we've.
Nothing's been changed. So.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
They'll just Carrie will put in the new salary schedule, and then she'll send it to me and Dr. Parker to sign.
So I can't believe I'm about to say this, but are we ready to adjourn?
Is there anything else?
Is there anything else?
So
yeah, we will.
So Sherry,
can I
ask you a question about the state insurance? I know on the state insurance. So one of the concerns was, what does the state insurance actually cost, and how would it affect our federally funded employees? So I wanted to know that, because you had concerns about losing positions. I know Diane had concerns. So how many positions does that affect if we would have gone to the state employee insurance?
I would have to get with Mrs. Duluth. I would have to get with Mrs. DeLuna and go through the math, because we've got, I don't even know, 40 paraprofessionals that would, that's just an increased cost. I've got a couple of certified out of special programs out of special education budget. So if you'd like that number, I can get it for you.
Yeah, because I think there's so, and then there's mention of it costing less and all those things. So I just wanted it out there that when we tried to deal with that, but I know we're probably not supposed to talk about that because we don't have it on the agenda, correct?
It would have been listed as salaries and benefits, and benefits is the insurance, is the way I understand it. So, yes.
But I thought as a public meeting that the agenda had to be posted 24 hours in advance.
It's posted, but if there's a motion to amend the agenda because you need to return to something, it shows it in the minutes, and then I have to post the amended agenda. It's up to you guys. That's just what I do with the law. Yeah, so it's up to you guys.
So I just wanted a clarification on that. It wasn't what a negotiated item because we voted on it. I just wanted to ask for clarification on that, Sherry.
Lexi, do you know that information by any chance?
So if there's still a lot of question out there about everything, maybe you could look at it since it's already been, we voted to go on and to accept this, then maybe you could look at it next year and get a whole lot more information for everybody. Just a thought. So right now, let's go around the room and do our little debrief on how we feel about everything, and then we'll get to adjournment.
I'm glad we came to a quick conclusion. I appreciate the district as our team here, our negotiations team, being able to take back the information to the staff and to get their input and making sure we're transparent about the different possibilities. So I appreciate everyone on how that worked out to do that. It's not a fun thing to bring that back because you're not going to make everyone happy and you're going to make people mad. And it's hard to find the happy medium. Let's do what's best for the majority.
I'm grateful that we came to a unified decision, and I really feel like we're all interested in the best for our district, and I felt that coming through in this negotiation process, and I appreciate working with these professionals, this table.
Go ahead, Lee.
I appreciate the opportunity for this process. I've negotiated before in the old days. This is amazing that we can communicate with each other and come to a positive agreement. And thank you for including the loyalty bonus. I appreciate that as a teacher who's worked in this district her whole career.
I appreciate the fact that we were able to come to a quick conclusion tonight and that we were able to agreeably negotiate. Um, I want you to know I've been able to observe this as a board member a year ago, and I never dreamed I'd be here observing it as a superintendent this year. So, but I won't be here next year. Thank heavens. Um, the other thing I would say is I still think to me, there's a lot to talk about, and I think you really need to continue talking about insurance. We have another opportunity to get into the state plan next year. I think you need to get the information out there to everybody so that we have some accurate information, and you can make a wise decision next year. So if I was a young teacher, I would want the state plan. That's my take.
I appreciate all of us at this table to come together to a decision as we did. A lot of thought goes into this stuff, a lot of emotions, a lot of there's a lot of thinking. So coming together how we did, it's very nice to see what we did.
I sure appreciate being a part of the process. Granted, we're not able to do the attend to the governor because he didn't really fund it like maybe I wish he would have. But anyway, I'm glad that we're able to give teachers quite a bit of that money and also keep the loyalty bonus. And I appreciate working with the MCEA and the other administrators on the committee. Thank you.
I'm excited about the agreement that we reached today with the salaries. I am glad that Dr. Parker brought up the insurance thing because in visiting with many staff members around the district at many different departments, buildings, there are some concerns about insurance. So if that can be looked into a little bit deeper, I think as a whole, more people might, and presented earlier in the year, then maybe they'd have the correct information about insurance for next year because there are a lot of people that aren't happy and they need to be heard also.
So I think that the biggest thing I want everybody to know is that we get we get to this table and we are like supposed to be representing two different sides. And the interesting thing about this is like when I'm up here, I feel like I'm representing the teachers. I don't feel like I'm just representing the district. And it's kind of an odd thing because we want the best for our teachers because we want them to stay with us. We love them. And so when we're up here, we have to look at the budget part of it, try to make it all work. But I just want you to know that when we are sitting up here as an admin team, we are definitely here for the teachers. So I just wanted to say that because sometimes I feel like we're kind of made out to be the bad guy for some reason, and I don't like that because I'm not a bad guy. Anyway, I do realize there's some and I didn't know this till today, but the insurance thing, I think we had an issue with communication and getting all of the information out to everybody, because even as an admin, I feel like I didn't have all of the information, and I feel really bad about that because there are some people that are really upset, like we didn't handle something correctly or well. So I definitely agree that we have to do a better job because I don't want people to be upset that we didn't do a good job with the insurance piece and getting that information out. So anyway, we will definitely try to do a better job with communicating that overall. And we just want you guys to know that we appreciate all of your hard work and how much you do for us and how much you support us as an admin team. So it's been good to be a part of this. Thank you.
Can I ask a really quick question? So when does the insurance have to be finalized? Like when do we start
Does anybody
paying?
know?
When does it have to be finalized? Like we're telling the state, no, we're not doing it, or yes, we are, or our agent. So can I just ask a question as someone that's fairly new on the negotiations team? Would it be possible to, if we get valid, reliable information, to reopen negotiations at some point and discuss insurance? Those of you that know better than I do and have been here longer than me.
I think all we'd have to do is just that Martin could send a letter to the Dr. Parker, and
Just request it.
if it was agreed upon, that would probably be the only thing you say. This is the only thing on the agenda to discuss, and then we could.
I don't even know if we want to. I was just throwing that out there. Sorry, I'm done.
I just want to thank everybody up here for making it a good first year experience for me. Um, we had some hard decisions to make, and we appreciate what everybody did to come to the consensus. And with insurance, I hope we can get some more answers out to everybody so that everybody can understand where we're at with insurance and get deep down into it.
I am grateful we were able to come to a quick decision that benefited our staff here at Minidoka County, and I think it's going to be very valuable. And I'm with Lori that we love our teachers. We don't ever want to feel like we're against you. We support you. We want you to stay with us. We appreciate the hard work that you do for us. So I am grateful for that we were able to come to something that hopefully will help all of you.
I'd like to thank everybody who sat at the table for giving up their personal time to do this. And I'd like to thank everybody who came today because you also gave up your personal time to come and listen to this. Um, but I'm really glad it's over. And I'm very grateful that we were able to preserve jobs.
Okay, thank you, everybody. That was awesome comments. Appreciate that very much. Um, so I guess if you do want to look at things later on, then that would just come from asking, I guess. But for right now, we'll move on with what we've agreed upon. And I'll call for adjournment, a motion for adjournment.
I second it.
All, all those in favor, Lori? All those in favor, get those thumbs up or sideways or anywhere but down. All right, thank you.